Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Tilakji, you haven't attended today offline session. Why so?
I thought of online
Okay.
to attend today.
Today, okay. Cool. No worries.
Okay. You want me to visit? Uh,
No, if you want, you can, sir. It's a
yeah, sure.
complete appointment.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, guys. So we are waiting for a few more participants to join. So once they have joined, we are going to start our session. So we are going
Sure.
to wait for a few 3 minutes more. Okay. So sharp at 10:10 a.m. we are going to start our session. Okay. So can you guys confirm me whether my screen is visible or not so that we can proceed ahead? Is my screen is visible?
Yes.
Cool. So in the today's session, we are going to start the networking part. Okay, so we are going to discuss some basic things that is required in the field of networking. Okay, so first topic will be around bits and bytes. Okay, so we are going to discuss these things and we are going to discuss the what is IP address. Okay, what are the types of IP address, and if we have left with the time, then we are going to discuss about the OSI model and TCP/IP model. Okay, so now we are going to start the networking part. Okay, so tell me guys, what is mean by network and networking? What do you know about network and networking?
Communicating with the
Huh.
uh, systems.
Okay, cool. Thanks for sharing, Tilakji. Apart of it, guys, anybody wants to add on something in this? Network. Have you guys have heard these topics earlier? Like network, net. So tell me what is mean by network and what is mean by networking? Cool. Okay. So right now, if you wanted to communicate with others, okay, then we have to create a network, right? Networking is means that if you wanted to communicate with multiple users, okay. So in that scenario, what we are creating a networking part. Okay. In the networking, we are going to use some hardware devices, like example, routers, switches, hubs. These all will comes under networking part, networking device. Okay. If I wanted to show you the definition, so now, okay, I will just read it out. A network is a group of two or more interconnected devices. Okay, such as computer systems, servers, routers, switches that can communicate and share the data, and they share the resources, services with each other. So this is the definition of network. Networking. Networking is the process of practicing of connecting, configuring, and managing those network to enable smooth communication and exchange the data between two devices. Okay, it involves the use of hardwares like as I have mentioned earlier, routers, right? In the hardware, we use the routers, switches, cable, and softwares like protocols, firewalls. Okay, these we are all these things we are going to learn in the upcoming sessions. Okay, to ensure secure and efficient connectivity. Okay, so have we have discussed about the cyber security job roles earlier? Yes. First job role was, what was the first job role? We have discussed the cyber security job roles, now. So in
Networking
that,
engineer.
yes.
Networking.
Yes, network engineer, or we can call it as network security analyst. Okay, so okay, if you're joined as a network security engineer or network security analyst, in that scenario, what you have to do, you have to do all the configurations, connectivity part, configurations part. Example, there is a startup company. Okay, you have joined as a network security engineer or network security analyst. Okay, what they're going to do, they are going to provide you some new hardware devices. Example, they are going to provide you some new routers, they're going to provide you some new switches, they're going to provide you some new servers, right? In that scenario, what you have to do, you have to do all the configurations part, wiring part, connectivity part. Okay, why? To enable the smooth communication and to exchange the data between two devices or multiple. Okay, this is the work. This is the work that you need to do when you have joined as a network security engineer or network security analyst.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Can we go ahead?
Yes, please.
Sure. Okay. So in this next, moving ahead. Okay. Next, we have a topic known as binary code. Okay, so see, if you wanted to communicate with each other, we use some languages, right? English, Hindi, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, right? So Urdu, these are the communication languages, right? That we use to communicate with each other. But when it comes to the communication between hardwares and the softwares, they use a coding a language known as binary codes. Okay, that we can call it as zero sum. as I have mentioned over here, computers communicate in zeros and ones. And the binary code, we can call it as, because of their hardware is inbuilt. Example, inside a computer, everything is made of electronic circuits, right? Example, chipsets, we have the CPU chipset, we have motherboards, right? So if they wanted to communicate with the software, then they are going to communicate with the binary code language, zeros and ones. Okay, cool. Like example, one is for on and zero is for off. Good morning, ma'am. Good next. Sure.
ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಂಬರ್ ಚಂದ ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ ಅಕ್ಟೋಬರ್
ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದವ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನ
₹1 ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ
ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಅದು ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಐತಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಯಾರು ಸೆಂಟ್ ಜೋಸೆಫ್ ತಾನೆ ಸೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಸ್ ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಸ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಫ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಸ್ ಏನೋ ಐತಪ್ಪ ಅಕ್ಕ ಏನೋ ಐತಲ್ಲ ನೈಜೀರಿಯಾನಾ
ಹಂಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ
ಉಗಂಡ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿಕ್ ಹೋದ್ ನಾವು ಬರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ Hi guys. I'm audio by sir. Bezel ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇದು ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ wait a while. Sir is on meeting, wait a while.
Bharati, keep silence.
Okay, ठीक है. ನಾನು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳು
ಗೈಸ್ ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು
ಯಾವ್ದು ಬೇಕಿತ್ತು ನಾನು
ತುಂಬಾ ಕನ್ನಡ
ನಿಮ್ದು ಒಂದು ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು
Okay, guys, sorry, and thank you for your patience, guys. Okay. So now we were discussing about binary codes, right? So example, if you wanted to turn on the lights, so it will be like, if you wanted to turn on the lights, then it will be one. Like if you want to turn on the lights, on, or if you want to turn off the light, then it will be off. Okay, so this will be like comes under binary code, zeros and ones. Example, if I wanted to give a real life example, Alexa. We have Alexa, right? We use the Alexa. We just give the voice commands, right, to the Alexa. Hey, Alexa, turn off the light. So what command it's going to select? Zero. What code it's going to select? Zero. If I wanted to tell the Alexa, right, hey, Alexa, turn on the light. So it will be selecting on, like on or off.
One.
Okay. Next, moving ahead, bit. A bit is the smallest unit of data in a computer. It can be zeros and ones. Like think of a switch like which has two modes on and off. Okay, example 1010. So here, how many bits are there? Like 1, 0, 1, 0. Total how many is there? Four. So it will comes under 4 bits, right? So each, yes. Yes. Okay. So each bit is how many? Okay. Each digit is 1 bit. Okay. Okay. So byte, a group of 8 bits is equals to 1 byte. Okay. Example, here, how many numbers are there over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 8 bits we have. So if we are having 8 bits, then it will comes under 1 byte. Okay, simple. Now we are going to learn about the IP address. Okay, IP address stands for Internet Protocol address. Okay, so this full form is going to asking by the interviewer. Okay, while applying for the interview. Okay, so what is the full form of IP address? Okay, and what is the full form of MAC address? Okay, they are going to ask this type of questions in the interview. Okay, and IP address stands for Internet Protocol address. It is a unique identifier address to each device connected on the network that uses to Internet Protocol for communication. Okay, example, if you wanted to communicate with each other, then in that scenario, IP address help us. Okay, example, if I wanted to give you a real life example, we have our home, right? So we have our house number, right? If someone wants to deliver some package to our house, so they are going to take the help of house address, right? So they are going to mention the house address, and using the house address, we are going to receive the package, right? So this is the same thing, right? If I wanted to communicate with you, so I should know your IP address. Okay. So how we can get to know the IP address? All we are going to learn this upcoming session. Okay. So simple thing is that IP address stands for Internet Protocol. Why we use the IP address to communicate with each other. Okay. Okay. And one more thing. So every devices will having some IP address. Okay. So every device will contain some unique IP address. Okay. Example, I have a laptop, I have a mobile phone, I have a smart TV. In that scenario, all the device will contain unique IP address. Okay. So this is the thing. Example, we are having some smart refrigerators that we can connect with our mobile phone. So this will the refrigerator will also having some IP address. We have some smart TVs. So it is also having some IP address. We have a Alexa, which we can control with our phone. So it is also having some IP address. We use some CCTV cameras, right? So CCTV cameras also having some IP address. So if we wanted to hack the CCTV cameras, then in that scenario, we have to find the IP address first.
IP address can be
No,
searched from a MAC address, right?
no, MAC address is different and IP address will be different. These are both completely different.
So one IP address can be given to many MACs, right?
So Mac, when it comes to the Mac will be the permanent address. We can't change it. But when it comes to the IP address, according to our requirement, we can change the IP address. Okay.
Okay.
So I will let you know in a while. Like in the upcoming, in the next session, we are going to discuss this thing. What is the types of IP address we have? Static, dynamic IP address. So what are the difference between static and dynamic IP address? Okay. So once we have done with it, then you are going to get the answers. Okay. So can we proceed ahead to the next slide?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So IP address version, there are two types of versions we have. First is IPv4, right? So I hope you guys have heard the IPv4 address, right? So, but in the today's session, what we are going to do, we are going to learn deeply, like how it's made, like how many bits are there, why it's like mentioned 32 bits is consist of IPv4 address. So we are going to see in detail. Okay. So first thing. So total here, how many octets are there here? Bits are there here? 4 bits, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So total we can call it as 4 octets as well. Okay. So 4 octets and 4 octets with it has been mentioned with the dot symbol, right? So here I have mentioned written as 4 decimal numbers, octets separated by dots. Okay. So okay, now example 192.168.1.1. So if you wanted to see your IP address in that scenario, what you have to do in the search bar, you have to search for CMD. Okay, CMD stands for command prompt. Okay, so if you want, you can directly enter the full command, like full name of command prompt, or else the short form what you can enter over here, CMD. If you're entering CMD and if you're hitting the enter button, then you are able to access the command prompt. Okay, if you wanted to see your IP address, okay, if you wanted to see your system IP address, then Okay, so if you wanted to see your IP address, like INET address in the Kali operating system, then which command we have to enter? Like I have told you one command. If you wanted to check our IP address, like INET address or INET 6 address or
Sir,
Ether
sir,
address,
in Windows IP config and in Kali IF config.
yes, ifconfig, right? Have you guys have remembered this command? If I wanted to show you, like so that I have noted down in the notepad, so I can show you this thing. So yes. So we have discussed these commands, right? Clear, PWD, ls touch, and now you can see over here we were discussed about ifconfig
IF
as well.
config. Yeah.
In the ifconfig, we were discussed about INET. You have told IPv4 stands for INET, INET 6 stands for IPv6, Ether stands for MAC address. To check this network configurations, what command we have to enter in the Kali?
IF config.
Okay. So when it comes to the Windows, we have to enter IP config. Which command we have to enter in the Windows? But when it comes to the
IP
Kali,
config. IF config.
yes. So now what command I have to enter?
IP config.
Right. IP config. After hitting enter, right now I have connected with the Ethernet. Okay, LAN, we can call it as. I have connected with the LAN cable right now. As you can see over right now, right now I have connected with the LAN cable over here. This is the icon of the LAN cable. Okay, so what is the IP address of the LAN? Okay, the which has been LAN has been assigned to me 10.0.0.1.4. How many octets are there in this IP address?
4.
4 octets, right? So all the octets are separated with the dots.
Dots.
Okay. So now if I wanted to show you, okay. So example in your scenario, it will be 192.168 because if you're connecting with your own hotspot, then in that scenario, the IP address will be 192.168. Right now I have connected with the then it's showing so that it's showing 10.1 dot this thing 10.0.1.40. Okay, so now moving ahead, okay, octets are there 1 2 3 4. So one
Why
octet
it
is
one question?
yes.
Octets.
Huh.
Why it is called octets? Octet. Generally, we see that 8 oct means 8. So
Hmm.
I'm just asking generally.
Okay, so here, sir, we can call it as uh decimal number. If I wanted to show you, like, sorry, my bad, decimal. Okay, yes, come in. So here, if I wanted to show, just give me a moment, sir. Okay, so it won't come the octet. Just give me a moment, sir. Sorry. Right. Okay. Now, is it okay? 4 bits.
Sir, it's called 4 octets only, sir.
4 octets, or we can call it as 4 bits. Example here, how many bits are there?
4.
4 bits. So okay, just give me a moment. So if I'm just showing, just give me a moment. 4 bits, कहाँ गया यार? No, it will comes under octets only.
Octets, yes, sir.
Yes. Sir, it is like mentioned as octet only. So we have total 4 octets only. Like it's the numbers that we are mentioning over, it will comes under an octet.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the numbers that we are mentioning, it will comes under a octet only. Okay, so total how many octets are there over here?
4
Four
octets.
octets. So if I'm assume that example, this is the IP address. So how many octets are there in the real life example?
4.
4 octets.
4 octets.
Sir,
So
because
one
192
octet is equal
consists.
to, sorry?
Sir, 192 size is 1 byte, sir. So
Yes.
1 byte is equal to 8 bits. So it's called
8
an
bits.
octet.
Ah,
4
One
octets.
octet. Okay, so as I have mentioned over here, if there is 8 bits, so how many octets it will comes under? Okay, so here how many octets are there? 4 octets. So if I'm doing 4 octets, like I have 4 octets, right? So how many bits? One octet is equals to 8 bits. So if I'm doing 4 into 8, so how many bits it will comes under? 32. so that we can tell this task like if they're asking, anyone is asking in the interview how many bits it consists of IPv4 address. So in the scenario, how many bits you have to mention over there?
32.
32 bits. Okay. So and moving ahead now. So here in the we use some decimals number. Okay, there is some limit. Like in every octet, okay, in every octet we can use from 0 to 9. So total how many numbers will be there from 0 to 9? Example, 0 is
Numbers,
one number, 1 is
10
second
numbers,
number. So total 10
10
numbers.
numbers.
Okay. So each number ranges from 0 to 225. So how many octets we can create? Like how many numbers we can create? 256. Example, 0. We have
Yes,
to
sir.
count to 0 as well.
256.
Okay. So if you are counting the 0 as well, how many total we can create? 256.
256.
So the IP addresses will be from starting from 0000 to till 2
255.
255
255.
55 dot 255 dot 255.
255.
These many IP address we can create using the IPv4 address. Okay. So now if I wanted to show you, like in the next slide I have mentioned over here, like example, we can create from 000, right? Starting from 00 to 225, 225, 225 dot 225. These many IP address we can create. Okay. So or we can make it as like starting from 0 to 225. First octet, second octet will be starting from 0 to 225. Third octet will be starting from 0 to 25. Fourth octet will be starting from 0 to 225. It is the minimum and maximum limit. Okay. We can't increase the number after 225. Okay, now example, first IP address will be 0.0.0.1. Next IP address will be 0.0.0.1. Next IP address will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 9. Once it's got 9, then it will first octet, okay, then it will comes under, okay. So next it will
These are
be,
the
IP address with operating
yes,
systems or
yes, these are the IP addresses of operating system. Example, this is the first device IP address. This is the second device IP address. This is the third device IP address. This is a fourth device. So right now we have the 9 device IP address. So after that, then what it's going to do after the 9, right? We can't use the 10 because over here our limit is from 0 to first octet. Yes, 0 to 255, right? Okay, just give me a moment, guys. 0 to 255, right? So next it will be 10. Next, after this, what will be the IP address? After this IP address? Yes, 0.0.0.11, 0.0.0.12, then 0.0.0.13. So till
255.
255, like 0.0.0.0.255, right? Okay, just let me increase the brightness. Done. Till here. Okay. Then after completion of the first octet, like till the 225. Okay. Then in that scenario, we can't extend after 225, right? Then what it will done, the last octet will become 0, and after that 1. Okay. Then 1, 1, 2, 1. Then 0.0.1.3,
3.
0.0.1.4 till 0.0.1.225.
255.
Sorry, my bad. Okay, so then it will become 2, then it will 0.0.2.1, 0.0.2.2, 0.0.2.3 till 0.0.2.255.
55.
Okay. So last will be 225.225.225.225. Sorry, 255.255. Okay. So how many combinations we can create over here? How many octets we have? 4 octets, right? So 225 into 255 into 255 into 255 into 2. So how many combinations we can create? Just try to calculate it and let me know the answer. How much will be the answer? Like how much combinations?
4228250
Sorry.
4228250.
422 in short we can tell it as 4.2 billion. Okay, 4.2 billion. Sir, as sir has used the calculator, so how much it's showing? 4.2 billion.
4.
Huh. So if I wanted to show you 4.2 billion IP address we can create with the help of IPv4 address. Now just try to check in the Google what is the human population on the earth.
8.2 billion, sir.
What is the human population?
8.2 billion.
8.2. How many IP address we have in the IPv4?
4.2 billion.
What is the human human population on there?
8.
It's more than that, right? So if you wanted to assign some IP address, then it won't be sufficient. So what we are doing? IPv6, right?
Why don't we have IPv5?
Yes, I will let you know in a while. Okay, because this question, like one participant has asked me, like, sir, why don't we have the IPv5? Why we are going with the IPv6 directly? Okay, so now we are going to discuss these things, and this thing is going to asking by the interviewer. So while conducting the interview, okay. So now just give me a moment, guys. Next, moving ahead, before moving ahead, so let me discuss some IP address ranges. So we have in the IPv4, we have total how many classes? 5 classes. Okay, so 5 classes is divided some ranges. Like example, 0.0.0.0, we can't use this IP address. Okay, so but it's starting from okay, so it's starting from 0.0.0.1 to how much limit? 126.255.255.255. Okay, this will comes under class A IP address. So when we use this IP address, large corporates, example like there is a Google, there is a internet service provider, there are some multinational companies, right? So in that scenario, they use this type of IP address. Okay, example. Right now I'm using an IP address, right? So which type of class it will comes under? Which type of class it will comes under if I'm comparing with this table? So this is the IP address. Like I have connected with the Ethernet. IPv4 address is 10.0.1.40.
Class
Class
That's
A. Right, you are absolutely right. So it will comes under class A, right? Because in this in between this we have assigned the IP address. They have assigned the IP address. Okay, now assume that I have this Ethernet like 2. It is the VirtualBox operating system Ethernet IP address. So there is some another IP address.
Class C.
Okay, 192.168. So it will comes under
Class C.
class C, right? Okay, cool. Next 192.168 dot class
Class
C.
C.
168, 192, 168.
Class C.
Class C. Okay. Why do I have this many IP addresses? If you are using the like Wi-Fi, if you are connected with the Wi-Fi, in this Wi-Fi section, you can find the Wi-Fi IP address. But now what I have done, I have connected with the Ethernet cable, LAN cable, so that in the Ethernet LAN section, I have got the IP address over here. Okay, Ethernet 2, it means that if you are using the VirtualBox, VMware or operating system, in that scenario, they are going to provide the IP address. These are the VirtualBox IP address, or we can call it as VMware IP address, VNet. So this is the VirtualBox IP address. Okay, this is the VirtualBox. I'm using the VirtualBox, and this is the VMware IP address. Where is it? Yes, VMware IP address. I'm using both the softwares. Example, if I wanted to show you, this is the VirtualBox software, and inside this, I'm using the operating system. Okay, this is the Ethernet 2. And when it comes to the VMware, this is the another software that we are using currently, right, for the practical purpose. Okay, these are both the different softwares, but working will be same. If I wanted to compare you this thing.
We are connecting to a Wi-Fi. What?
Sorry.
You're connecting to a Wi-Fi.
Hmm.
Generally, what IP?
If you're connected with the Wi-Fi, then your IP address will be starting from 10 dot something, 10.0 dot, or else it will I'm sure that or else it will showing you 192, 192.168. It will be same for every system. The last 2 octets will be getting changed. Just try to check it once. Just if you have connected with your phone personal hotspot, then try to turn on your systems and just try to enter this command ipconfig, and just in the Wi-Fi section If you're connected with the Wi-Fi, in the Wi-Fi section, just check the INET IPv4 address in the Wi-Fi section. Just check and let me know, like, what is the IP address that you are getting. Just perform this. Try to, in the operating system, try to enter CMD. Okay, CMD, it will open the command prompt and hit enter. And after opening the command prompt, just try to enter this command, ipconfig.
Right.
Right, 192.168, right? Both the starting subnet is this, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So each and every device starting IP address will be same, starting octets will be same, but when it comes to the ending subnets, it will be different for everyone. Right? 192, 168. Okay, if you're connecting with the Wi-Fi, you are going to get the two IP address. Okay. You are going to get the two IP address in the Wi-Fi section. If you're connecting with the Wi-Fi, first will be this 10.0. something or else 192.160 for sure.
192.168.158.1.
Last two subnets, two octets will be different, but starting two will be same for sure. Same
IPv4.
for everyone. Right? Same. Cool. In the Wi-Fi section. I have to enter this thing as well. Okay. Or else you are going to get 172.0 from it. Okay. These are the three like starting octets that you are going to find inside the Wi-Fi section. IPv4 address. In the Wi-Fi section, just try to, in the Wi-Fi section, like there is like this Wi-Fi section. In the Wi-Fi section, you are going to get IPv4 address. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So can we proceed ahead? Because we have to discuss many things. Okay. Right? So, okay. By proceeding ahead, see, Class B IP address are used for the universities, medium-sized businesses, and companies. Okay. When it comes to Class C, home network, small offices, and business. When it comes to the Class D, we use the IPTVs, right? Example, right now I'm using the TV, Exomi TV. So this TV also having contains some IP address. So this IP address will starting from 224 to 239. Among these ranges, the TV has some IP address assigned. Okay. Then online radio, like we use some satellite radio communication things, right? Satellite walkie-talkies, this thing. And satellite multi-communication, streaming purpose, broadcasting purpose, we use this IP address. And when it comes to the Class A, we use for the experiment purpose. Example, in the upcoming sessions, we are going to use some labs. We are going to perform some labs, right? In that, while performing some labs, some companies we are going to provide as the servers, right? In that scenario, server IP address will be on this ranges. Okay, if you have private IP, if you wanted to test, in that scenario, it will come under this ranges. Okay, and while during the interview, like you have to learn these things. We have total 5 classes. So what is the ranges? You have to learn these things. And as per the ranges, what is the usage? You have to learn this. Okay, first we use for the larger corporates and enterprises. Second, we use for the universities. Third, we use for the home network purposes. Fourth, we use for the IPTV and all those things. Fifth, we use for the experiment purpose. Cool. Okay, these are the 5 classes of IP address of IPv4. Too heavy. So today it will be the theory part. Once we have done with the theory part, tomorrow we are going to cover the practical part. Okay, I have told earlier as well, like within 3 seconds, we are going to learn how to change the IP address and all those things, right? So I'm going to show you how to change the MAC address as well. We can't change it, but I will tell you how we can change it as a hacker. Okay, we can do anything. Everything is possible. Okay, if you're doing it correct. Huh?
Main thing is IP address.
Yes, IP address and MAC address. Main thing is that IP address. Okay. First thing, why we use the MAC IP address? Sorry, why we use the IP address? To locate the receiver, right? Example, who is our receiver, where we have to send, right? MAC address is used for communication purpose. example, what data we should send, like MAC address, I will let you know in a while. Okay. Next thing. Okay. So have you any doubt in this IP addresses? Have you have any doubt? Just try to go through the IP address. Have you found any error in the IP addresses? Just try to go through it. If I'm telling, just try to go through. I have shown this IP address. Can you find any difference in this IP addresses?
Yes, sir.
What is the thing that you have found?
Sir,
Class A to class B.
127 is missing and
Which IP address is missing?
127.
127.
Now, as you can see, class is starting from 0.0.0.1 to till 126 range, and then class B starting from 128. So what about 127 IP
That is
address?
a loopback.
Yes, that we can call it as I have told you in the Kali Alliance as well, right? If you wanted to test our own operating system, Kali operating system, in that scenario, what will be the IP address? 1.7.0.0.1. Okay, so it will be same IP address assigned which in every system, or it will be different?
Same, sir.
These IP address, only these IP address will be the same IP address for every system. Okay, what this is 127.0.0.1, what we can call it as loopback IP address, or
Local host.
Local host.
why we use this IP address to test our
Own
own system.
systems.
Like if we wanted to find our vulnerability in our own system, like open ports, loopholes, then in that scenario, our target IP address will be 127.0.0.1. Okay, GUI and CLI. What is the full form of GUI?
Graphical user interface.
Command line interface.
CLI stands for
Command line
command line interface. Now I'm going to show you what is meant by GUI. So GUI stands for graphical user interface. Like example, the interface. Like example, in this picture we have some interface, right? Like designing part, we can see some logos, we can see some colors over here. We have some separate sections. Like for the user ID, we have separate section. For the password, we have separate section, right? So it will comes under GUI, like graphical user interface, which is easier for the users to interact with the software. Okay, when it comes to the CLI will be command line interface. Example, this is the thing. Like, do you have, okay, so in this picture, have you founded any colors in this? No, right? We don't have any colors in this picture. We don't have any format. We don't have any layout in this picture, right? So it will comes under CLI, command line interface. Okay. Now you guys let me know. This is the command prompt. So which type of the thing it will comes under? For online
CLI.
people, kindly don't tell the answers. I know you have joined the previous session. Now you can able to answer the question. Okay. Now for the offline session, GI or CLI? Now for the online people, which
CLI,
type
sir.
of CLI? Are
CLI,
you sure?
command line.
Sir, CLI.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no graphics, right? Yes.
CLI, sir.
I don't know
It's a
anything. You
CLI.
have to tell them. I am asking you.
Sir, command
It's a
line is
command
CLI,
prompt.
sir. Command prompt is
Yeah,
CLI.
command prompt, right? Okay. Okay. So we have a Kali terminal. Kali
Yes.
terminal. So
Yes, sir.
which
That's
type
the
of
CLI.
interface it will comes under?
CLI.
It's a GUI. It's a graphical
CLI,
user
sir.
interface.
No, sir. CLI.
It will comes under CLI. Like we are entering the commands now, we can't see any graphics or anything. When it comes to the login panel, it will comes under GUI. This login panel comes under GUI. But when we use the terminal, it will comes under CLI.
Terminals.
Okay, cool. Okay. Now first we are going to discuss IPv5. Why don't we have the IPv5? Okay. So in the IPv5, we use some decimal numbers. Okay. So previously, how many octets we were having in the IPv4? Four, right? So now it's when it comes to the IPv5, we have to increase two more octets. So total, how many octets if I'm increasing two more octets? Six octets. So if I'm doing 6 octets into how many bits? Previously also we have done this thing four octets into 8 bits, same thing. So how many bits it will come under? 48 bits. Okay. So in this example, IPv5 address is around example. For an example, how many octets are there in this IP address? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there is another example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is another example 6. So it will comes under till 255.255 dot till 6 octets, right? 55, 255, 255. Okay. Each octet ranges from 0 to 255. As we already know, this thing same as IPv4. Okay. Total number of IPv4 address. Each octet is 256. Like if it's starting from 0 to 2 to 255. Total how many numbers we have? 256, right? Genuinely. So the number of IP address is 256 power 6. Example, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total is so that 256 power 6. So total how many IP address we can create? 256 256 into 256 solution. Then this thing, then this thing, then this thing. Total how many IP address we can create?
1.09
1.09.
1.09 trillion. So how much users we have?
4.8 million.
8.2 billion. So
Yes,
is
sir.
it near to the trillion one? Like within few years, can we have limited IP address? Like a billion trillion. It's near, na? After billion, what we get? Trillion. It's near. Like within few years, after few years, we are going to running out of the IP addresses, right? Within few years. Like right now, it will be okay. It will be under this thing. But after few years, like right now, it's which year right now? 2025. After 2030, then in that scenario, trillion. Nowadays, if you have observed one thing, nowadays many of the users are purchasing the iPhones. What is the latest model that is has been launched? iPhone
17.
17 or 19? 17. 17 or 19?
17.
17. Okay, my don't know this thing. I am poor in this. Okay, so right now they have launched the 17, right, model. 17 model is the latest model. So if they are like launching the 18, so what the users they are going to do? They are going to upgrade their phones, right? So they are going to have the 17 model phone as well as 18. So one users they are using different phones, like many phones. Right now, as an hacker, I am using 5 to 6 phones. Right now, as an hacker. Right now, I have 2 phones along with me, and in my bag, I have one more phone, Oppo phone. So total 3 phones I have right now. I have along with. So one users are using different phones. As a hacker, you have to use the different phones operating system. Example, different companies operating system. Example, I have phone of Samsung. I have tested the Samsung. I have tested the Realme. I have tested the Oppo company's phones. I have tested the Vivo phones, MI phones, Realme phones that you can call it as. I have used the Apple phones as well. So you have to check, okay, which company has providing the least security and which company is providing the most security. When it comes to the Samsung, if you are using the Samsung, we have less features. Have you seen this thing? In the Samsung, we can't find the MI remote option. And when it comes to the Realme, we have the MI remote. When it comes to the OnePlus, we have the MI remote, right? But when it comes to the Realme and OnePlus, they're providing the more features. But when it comes to the security part, they are providing the less security. Do you know this thing? What is the difference between Android phones and iOS phones? Security.
Security.
So that they charge more. Some participants they have asked me like, sir, I have the Mac OS. So can I use for the cyber security? So what will be the answer? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Can they are able to use the Mac OS for the cyber security purpose?
No.
Why so?
Security.
Security purpose. Why? Because in the field of cyber security, we are going to use some cracked softwares, cracked version of software, right? So that if you are installing the cracked version software inside the Mac OS, it's going to getting detected and it's going to automatically going to remove, okay, or blocked.
You can
So that we
install
can't. Yes.
cracked in Mac also, no, sir.
Sorry.
Mac also you can install cracked
Yes,
software.
we can install the Mac crack, but I would recommend to you to go if you wanted to join, if you wanted to go in the field of cyber security, I would recommend you to go with the Windows thing instead of going with the Mac OS. Cool?
Okay, sir.
Clear? It's tough to have if it's tough to hack iPhones, but it impossible to hack iPhones. We can hack it. Do you know this thing? We have a topic. This is the main topic, guys. Just try to focus. We have a main topic known as zero-day vulnerability.
Yes.
What is mean by zero day? It means that, example, there is a PUBG game. Okay, I wanted to hack. As an hacker, I wanted to hack the which game? PUBG game. What I have to do? What is the definition of hacking? What the hacker is going to do if he wanted to hack? What he's going to do first thing? First,
Weakness
he's going to
exploitation.
find the vulnerabilities, loopholes, right? So if there is vulnerability, then only he can hack it, right? If there is no vulnerabilities, then in that scenario, we can't hack it, right? So that we usually tells cyber awareness is the main thing, right? If you are aware with these topics, then in that scenario you can prevent this type of attacks from this type of, right? So that what we have to do, I think this session is going to end soon. No problem. So zero day exploit, zero day vulnerability. What is zero day vulnerability? I will just let you know. Okay. Zero day vulnerability, it means that zero day vulnerability. So example, what example we have took? We want to hack PUBG game, PUBG PUBG game. So in that scenario, as an hacker, I don't have found any loopholes. Don't found any loopholes or vulnerabilities. Okay, or vulnerabilities. VULN vulnerabilities. So now, what the PUBG they have guys they have done? They have launched some updates. Like they have launched some new features in the game. Okay. Someone has turned on their mic. Please kindly turn off your mic. Guys, someone has turned on your mic. Mute, mute. Afridi. Okay, cool. So in this scenario, if they have launched some new feature, right? Example, today only they have launched some new features like gun skins and all the things. Okay. So now as an hacker, what I'm going to do, if they have launched some new features, I'm going to test. Like they have added some new codes, right? They have modified their code. So what I'm going to do as an hacker, I'm going to analyze the new codes that they have updated. New codes. And inside the new course, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to find the loopholes or vulnerabilities.
So can we implement a virus in that game?
Yes, if there is a loophole, you can try to test it. I can't assure you that because you have to test it. Once you are testing it, then only you can get to know like if there is loophole is available or not. You have to test it. If there is an update, then only you can try to you can try to perform the attack on the new codes. You have to analyze the new codes and you have to if by analyzing the new codes, if you are a developer, you can easy to find out the loopholes. So that I have told you like if you are going for the cyber security analyst or VAPT, you should know the coding part, like coding part in the sense you should know the Python. Okay, Python is why you should know the Python, because if you wanted to create your own hacking tools or softwares, in the scenario you can create using the help of Python, JavaScript. Okay, website, in the websites we are going to learn these things in the upcoming sessions. Right now I'm not going to touch it. Okay, simple thing, if you're knowing the coding, you can able to analyze the codes and you can it will be easy for you to find the loopholes. Simple thing. Got it? So total how many IP addresses we can create? 1.9 trillion. Within few years, it's going to exhaust it. So that what we have done, we have directly went for the IPv6 instead of IPv5. Okay, this is the thing. This is the answer for your question. Okay, we can go with the IPv5, but within few years, it's going to getting exhausted. So okay, so then we have went to the IPv6. Okay, so IPv6 contains total how many bits? 128 bits. I will show you how. Okay. So total, okay. So previously IPv5, how many octets we were having? Six. So if we are increasing two more, then how many octets it will become? Eight. Eight blocks or eight octets. Okay. So previously we are multiplying with 8 bits, right? So now we have to multiply with 16 bits. Example, because if you are multiplying with 8 bits, it will be getting less number. So what we have done in this scenario, we have increased the bits from 8 to 16. Okay. And one more thing, in the IPv6, like IPv4, IPv5, we are using the numbers 0 to 9. But in this, what we are doing, we are using the hexadecimal numbers like 0 to 9 and A to. Yeah. Example, from 0, it will starting from 0, right? 0.0.0.0, right? Example, if there is 8 octets, like example, it will be this thing like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, till last, what is the last character over here? Yeah, till F, 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 F. How many octets over here? 8 octets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 16 into 8, 128 bits. Now I will show you, like, starting IP address will be like this. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This is the starting IP address. Then second IP address will be 1. Third, 3. 2. Third, 3. Fourth, this. Till 9. Then after 9, it will become A. B, C, D, E, F, G, F. Then after F, it will 10. 11, 12, 13,
These
14, 15. Up to 19.
these IP
After
addresses are not being used right yet.
Sorry, this IP address?
Are not being used yet. Alright.
Yes,
These IP addresses are not in practice as of.
yes, yes, yes. But it will comes under IPv6. Okay, these are some starting level of IP address. But if we are using, like, if you can check it in the operating system, Kali operating system. Inside the Kali operating system, if you wanted to check the network interface, what command you have to enter? Network interface. In the Windows, what we have entered? IP config, but if config. In the Kali, what command you have to check to check the network interface? IF-config. If you're entering IF-config, then you can see the INET 4, right? And INET 6. INET 6 will be this thing, IPv6.
But we can't find like 1A, 1B.
Yes, yes. These are some starting levels, na, so that you can't find a 1A, 1B, this thing. They are going to assign you after this thing, like you are going to find some random numbers. So by seeing the number, you can get to know how many users are above of you. Okay, example, right now I have assumed that I got assigned with the C1. Okay, this is my IPv6 address. So about it, how many users are there, we can count it. Like 9 is this, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I have assigned the C. So above it, so total 16 IP address users has been got assigned. So by seeing the IPv6 address, you can get to know before you how many users has been got assigned. Okay, this is the thing. So this is the IP address. Okay, so now how many octets were there? 8 into 16. Okay, 128 bit. So users of see, if I'm doing 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 till uh hmm. So 2 power 128, it will comes under how many value? 2 power 128. I to this thing. If I'm doing 2 power 128, this will be the output. This is not trillion, not billion. It's more than that. This will be total number of IP address we can assign in IPv6. If you want, you can count it. ChatGPT also going to get confused. Like, what is the number? Are you sure this is the number? Okay. So see, the answer for your question, because IPv6 was designed to expand the IP address, right? Because IPv5 is enough, but in the future it's going to get exhausted, so that we have directly went for the IPv6, right? Spaced massively from 32-bit to 128-bit. What we have done, we was multiplying with the thing, right? But what we have done in this scenario, we have just increased the number, right? So if you are
So
using,
yeah,
yes.
in
Hmm.
IPv5 we have
Hmm.
255 is a limit and 6 octets. 6
Hmm.
octets.
Yes, you are right.
Here 255 is more than this one, right?
Huh, huh, yes.
So what will be this
No,
one here?
here octet will be same. 255 only the octet.
255. Okay.
Huh, huh. Octet will be same. Octet won't be get different.
So
Okay.
because we have 4 digits, right? One each, this one octet.
Each one we have 4 digits.
There we have 3.
Sorry, sir. I have not got your question, to be frank.
Yeah,
You
there
were saying,
were
yes.
actually 3 digits. Here 4 digits are there.
3 digits, 4 digits.
Yes, here 40000.
Huh,
IPv6.
huh,
In IPv5
huh.
000, like
No, IPv4,
256.
IPv5 also we were having the 000. Okay.
So here the digits in each octet is 3.
Hmm.
In IPv6 each octet has 4.
Sir, sorry, sir, my bad. It will, okay. Just give me a moment.
So that's correct.
Sorry.
He's asking in IPv4 per octet it have three
Uh-huh.
digits, sir.
Huh.
In IPv6 per octet we will have 4 digits, no, sir.
Huh.
0000.
No,
We will
like
include alphabet also, no,
we
sir.
we
Hexadecimal.
have got 3 digits over here, but it can go till up to 4 digits. Sorry, 3 digits. 225.225. Yes, 255.255. Okay, cool. It's
But
go
in
up to
IPv6,
255.
yes, sir.
Okay.
But in IPv6 we will have 4 digits, sir, including the alphabets
Yes.
A to F,
F to F.
hexadecimal. Yes.
Yes. Because sir, here what we are doing, we are just adding the ABCD now. So we are having here, we are extending one more octet over here.
Correct.
Instead
Okay.
of 3, we are using 4.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Because we are not only using the numbers, we are using the alphabets as well.
Alphabets.
ABCD. So that it's got extended.
Got it.
Cool. Next, there is a more topic like till the meeting is going to end, we are going to discuss this thing because we have to learn more things. So as fast we can go, then after that we can try to start the practicals, right? So now there are two categories like public and private. So public is assigned by the ISP, Internet Service Provider. Example, who is the Internet Service Provider? You are using the Wi-Fi routers in your homes, right? So you are taking the connection from someone, right?
ACT.
Yes. Huh. So they will comes under ISP, Internet Service Provider. You are taking the internet, right, from the Airtel,